right, it's time for the PJ Pick 5 here on a Friday. Final Four style. We will start with the player prop. It is Kaman Malawach, the big man at Duke, over a half assist at plus 130. All we need is one assist out of the big fella. Just one. And it feels too easy, right, that they're giving you a plus 130 for just one assist, which certainly does worry me. But the matchup against Houston is why I'm betting it, because we know how great Houston is defensively. We know how physical they are, how good they are at rebounding. They love doubling the post, and I think if Malawach gets the ball in the post, he could kick it out to a shooter. But I'm really envisioning him getting an offensive rebound and kicking it out to Proctor or Knipple or Flag or somebody, and them just knocking down a shot. We just need one assist, and it's a plus 130. I think it's a great bet. If this was another matchup against another team who plays a certain style of defense, I probably wouldn't touch it. But because of Houston's aggressive nature and how they double in the post, which is going to force Malawach to kick the ball out, and then also his size and his length, getting an offensive board and kicking it out to a shooter, I think it's too good to pass up. So I'll go one assist, over a half for Kaman Malawach at plus 130. Tahad Pettiford at 2 or more three-pointers, minus 130, is going to be my second play. Look, we've been talking about Auburn this whole week, right? Most Outstanding Player Award, their game against Florida. Pettiford's the guy. He's the guy in this game. There's going to be so much talk about Walter Clayton coming into this one, and rightfully so. He's been unbelievable this season. He's hit some clutch shots so far here in the NCAA tournament. But Pettiford is Walter Clayton for Auburn. He's their guard who's taking and making those big shots. He's going to attempt about 6 or 7 three-pointers in this game, and all we need is just 2 out of Pettiford. He might even attempt more than that if he's really feeling it. I'm willing to lay the juice. I think it's a good price on him to just knock down 2 three-pointers, so give me Pettiford 2 or more threes at minus 130. Duke minus 5.5 against Houston is going to be my next play. I've told you guys this week, I think if you like Duke, you lay the 5.5 with Duke. If you like Houston, I just bet Houston outright. Duke does not have a lot of experience this season playing in tight games. They are obviously an incredible team, and the ACC was really bad this year, so Duke really didn't get tested that many times. The one time they did, when Cooper Flag was playing against Clemson, they lost, and then in the non-conference against Kansas and Kentucky, when those games were close, they also lost. So if Houston is able to keep this game close in the final 2 minutes, I think they just win the game. But Duke, again, there's going to be so much talk about this Duke offense against this Houston defense. I think it's the other way around. It's this Duke defense against this Houston offense that is one of the best three-point shooting teams in the country. Duke's defense does not get enough credit for how awesome it is. I think that's the difference in the game. Give me Duke minus 5.5 against Houston. Florida on the money line against Auburn. Give me the Gators to win the game. I've talked about this week. I think the best way to bet it is to just bet it live, because both of these teams have shown throughout the year and throughout the tournament that they can go on some big runs, especially in the second half. So if at any point in this game there is a team up by double digits, I would just bet the other side. But I think Florida wins the game. I know a lot of people who are on Auburn, but you just look at the way that these two teams are trending right now. Feels like Florida is playing their best basketball, even though they have gotten tested by Texas Tech and by UConn as well. I like backing those teams after that kind of survive and advance game. They tend to play really well. Texas Tech had no business beating Arkansas, and then they should have beaten Florida, right? Florida had no business beating Texas Tech. I think they're going to play well against Auburn. And again, if the game's close, how can you not like your chances with Walter Clayton Jr.? So I'll take Florida on the money line. And then finally, Tyrese Proctor over 12.5 points at minus 110. Proctor's been awesome so far in the tournament, shooting the ball. He's had 13 or more points in 3 of the 4 games thus far. And again, Houston's defense, as awesome as it is, Flag is going to garner a lot of attention. Knipple as well. Malawach in the post. And with the way that they double, if Duke is really good about passing the ball, it should give them some looks at open threes. I think Proctor's going to be aggressive in this game. I like over 12.5 points for Tyrese Proctor.